In the last episode, we learned how Claude thinks and plans before taking action. But here's the reality: even with perfect planning, you'll still find yourself doing the same tasks over and over again. For example, imagine you've just finished implementing a feature. Now you want a code review. So you ask Claude, review my code, check for code quality, verify naming conventions, look for security vulnerabilities, identify performance issues, suggest refactoring opportunities, and provide a summary report. The first time, that's perfectly fine. The second time, still okay. But after doing this every day, you realize something. You're typing the same workflow again and again, and it's not just code reviews. The same thing happens with test generation, documentation creation, bug investigations, architecture reviews. You're not repeating prompts, you're repeating processes. What if you could teach Claude that process once and never explain it again? That's exactly what skills are. By the end of this video, you'll know how skills work, how to create one from scratch, and why they are one of the most powerful features in Claude Code. Let's dive in. Let me show you a real example. I'm working on a project. I just finished implementing a feature. Now I want a code review. Normally, I would type something like review my code, focus on readability, look for security issues, check for performance problems, suggest improvements. Seems simple, but tomorrow I'll type almost the same thing again, and the next day, and the day after that. The workflow never changes, only the code changes. This is exactly the type of repetitive work that skills are designed to solve. Now, if you've used Claude Code before, you may already know about slash commands. Commands let you save prompts and invoke them using a slash. For example, slash review slash docs slash ests. That's useful. But there's a limitation. Claude doesn't know when to use them. You have to remember the command name. You have to invoke it manually. Skills take this idea much further. A skill is an intelligent workflow. Claude can automatically recognize when a skill is relevant and activate it. And if you want, you can still invoke it explicitly using a slash command. So skills combine automation with manual control. So what exactly is a skill? At its core, a skill is simply a markdown file. But that file contains everything Claude needs to perform a specialized task. Think of a skill as teaching Claude a repeatable workflow. For example, a code reviewer, an API document generator, a test creator, a bug investigator. Once created, Claude can reuse that workflow over and over again. And unlike simple prompts, skills can include instructions, examples, templates, and tool restrictions. That's what makes them powerful. Every skill has two major sections. The first is called Frontmatter. This is metadata written in YAML. The second is instructions. This tells Claude exactly how the workflow should operate. The front matter controls behavior, the instructions control execution. Together, these two pieces define the entire skill. Here's the most important field in the entire skill: description. Most people think the description is documentation. It's not. The description is actually how Claude discovers the skill. Think of it like SEO for Claude. If your description is vague, Claude may never use the skill. If your description is precise, Claude can identify exactly when the skill should be activated. A good description dramatically improves automatic invocation. So spend extra time writing this field well. Next, we have tools. This controls what Claude is allowed to access when the skill runs. For example, read, grep, bash, edit, write, and many others. Suppose we're building a code review skill. We probably only need read access, maybe bash access for git diff analysis, but we definitely don't need file deletion. This is important. Skills aren't just about automation, they're also about control. You decide exactly what Claude can and cannot do. Skills also support advanced configuration. For example, disable model invocation. This prevents automatic activation. The skill will only run when explicitly invoked. Another option is context fork. This runs the skill inside an isolated context window. Think of it as a separate Claude instance. Large tasks stay isolated from your main conversation, And finally, agent. This allows you to use specialized agents for certain workflows. Most skills won't need these options, but it's useful to know they exist. Let's build a real skill. I'm creating a skill called Code Quality Check. The description explains exactly what it does, the tools list limits access, and the instructions define the workflow. Notice that I'm not writing prompts, I'm encoding a process. That's the key mindset shift. A skill is not a prompt, a skill is a workflow. Now let's test it. Watch carefully. I'm not using the skill name, I'm not invoking anything manually. I'm simply asking, can you review the quality of this implementation? Claude reads my request, matches it against the skill description, and automatically activates the skill. That's the magic. The workflow is now reusable. I teach Claude once and benefit forever. Automatic activation is convenient, but sometimes you want complete control. In that case, you can explicitly invoke the skill. Simply use slash code quality check followed by your request. This guarantees that the skill runs. So you get both options, automatic discovery or explicit invocation, whichever fits your workflow. Skills can do much more than store instructions. They can bundle templates, examples, reference documents, and helper resources. For example, an API documentation skill could include predefined templates and sample outputs. Claude reads these resources while executing the skill. This creates highly consistent results and dramatically reduces prompt engineering. Let's recap. Skills are reusable workflows. Claude can discover them automatically, or you can invoke them manually. A skill consists of front matter and instructions. Descriptions drive discovery. Tools control permissions. And bundled resources make workflows even more powerful. Today we've taught Claude a reusable workflow. In the next video, we'll teach Claude how to delegate work. Because one skill is useful, 10 skills are powerful. But multiple AI agents working together, that's where things get really interesting. We'll explore sub-agents in the next episode. If you found this useful, like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what skill you're going to build first. See you in the next one.